Right. I'm going to cover up my address, but so far, here's the box. It's a very nondescript cardboard box. I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm not super amazing at this whole like unboxing and YouTube stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop into the other room. And I'm gonna get a letter razor. I mean, that's kind of dumb. I wouldn't do that, right? Like, I can't tell you much more because then I'd have to charge you consultancy fees, but and they're expensive. Well, mine are. Wait, is this bit all? Yeah, apparently so. Right. I don't know why this bit's still stuck. So far, we've got lots of bubble wrap. But first, let's look at what's enclosed with it. These are... So far, what's been included is 2 spare Samduxa crown buttons. Still the mechanical switches, I believe. Oh no, that's just packaging. Let's see if this... This is the meat of it all. Oh, and he's even included a... just show you the rest of the box. Literally just packaging. And they've also included a RJ45 to USB cable in the box as well. Thank you very much for that, Jim. I already have like a bunch of my own cables, but spares are always good to have. Well, once again, this is the meat of it. Let's unwrap it. I'm just going to put this to the side. And here we have the finished product. Shit. Let me just get it involved. Let's go over it. Let's go over it. I'm just trying to figure out how to show this off best. Right. I'll do it like this. So, as it's a standard hitbox, so back, down, forward, up. And the up is a 30mm. Oh! Have some button ASMR. Oh. Samduck. I've had Samducks are also known as crown buttons installed. If you play Tekken and you know a lot about Korean sticks, you'll know about crown. They are a bit spongy, but they have silver switches in them. As for the actual, like... As you can see, I've gone with a slightly different shade black for the buttons. For the, well, the attack buttons. I'm going to do light, medium, light punch, medium punch, heavy punch, kick, medium kick, heavy kick, throw, my 3 punches. And that's a start button. But I can disable it. Let's go over the aesthetics first. So, it's plexi wrapped Unlike the last one, it's not actual carbon fibre, but that cost a prohibitive amount, and you probably couldn't. Very, very uncost effective to make. So it's got like two metal casings surrounding an acrylic and like an acrylic centre. 6 screws on the top, and I'm going to assume there's a few more. There's a couple more on the bottom. There's 6 more on the bottom. I have a cable to hand for this exact purpose. Bloody hell! Excuse me. Oh, and that's the next bit I want to get onto. I normally used to have my sticks weighted down to prevent slippage, but this time, in order to not piss off airport security for when offline events do come back, and for peace of mind, I have had some anti-slip coating. It's a lovely little anti-slip surface on the bottom, and as George asked, I do in fact have a start, a second start, a select, a touchpad, and an L. I think it's L3. I genuinely didn't notice. Jim has, in fact, he has actually included some instructions. I probably should have pointed these out. Thank you for trusting me with building your custom fight stick. I hope it lives up to your expectations, and if it does, it would help me massively for you to write a review and share pictures of your stick to anyone and everyone in the FGC. Thanks again, Jim Key, Furin Arcade. I appreciate that, Jim. The Brook Universal Fighting Board. Multi-console support, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, PC, Wii U, PS Mini. No 8-minute timeout issues on PS4. Built-in SOCD cleaner. Effortless installation. Turbo support, upgradable firmware via USB, which will be important in the future because it's probably going to be compatible with PS5. A little bit of tinkering. X input support, console auto detection, and manual detection. Another thing we need to mention about the Brook Universal Fighting Board is it's basically lag-free. It's basically lag-free. We're going to open this up. Oh, that's... Look at this wiring. Look at this wiring. Look how fucking beautiful that is. Look at, like, the care that's been put into this. Like, look at the care that's been put into this. Right. Let's go through. Let's have a look at the customization process. Look at all this. Look at all these options. You have all these options. You can just have a normal 8-button fight stick, 6-button if you're a bit of a purist. Yeah, those prices will look a bit steep. £189. £190 is a lot to spend on anything. But put it this way: you could buy an Obsidian or a Victrix. Why would you spend £350 on an identikit Victrix or an Obsidian? Like, when you could just get something you've designed, like to your own specification. What if, say, you just want a hitbox? Say you want like a mix box layout. These do have standby buttons, but he can customize them with actual computer keys as well. Or say you don't want a Vuelix layout. Say you want a Blast City layout. Say you want Namco Noir layout. He can do that. For argument's sake, let's go through the customization process for a button stick. Here we go. So, case, edge, black, white, case. Let's chrome because we're edgy. Bolt up. What colour would you want your bolt up to be? Grey mesh, white mesh, black mesh. Button surrounds. Do we have button surrounds the same colour? Yeah, let's just have them all the same colour for now. Button plungers. And then you have the PCBs. You don't have to go with a Brook UFB. You can go with Like, say you're only intending to play this on PC, you're never taking it anywhere, you get a Brook Zero. Doesn't cost you much. Or you could get a Brook PS4 audio board, so you could actually have audio fed into it. So you can actually, like, plug your headphones into your stick. Or the good old standard, the Brook Universal. This will work with pretty much anything. Anything. Like the art color, the art color idea. You can have your own art put on this. You can have whatever you want. It's that simple. Or maybe you don't have time to fuck around with all these customization options. Maybe you like Sega Astro City. And even with all these, like, another thing to point out, with all these customizations, it's still cheaper than an Obsidian. It's still cheaper than a Victrix. And it's yours. It's yours. No one else is going to show up and show you up with a nicer Obsidian. No one's going to show you up with a fucking Victrix with fucking... I mean, I'm not going to lie, right? If I played against someone with gay Naruto art edged onto their Victrix, I'd be shocked, right? I'd be shocked. But I'd still win, because I'm just sick, right? Also, because my fucking sticks are better. Because these are just fucking better. They're just fucking built different. They're built different. Like I said, the rates they're pretty good. Because as far as customs go, they're pretty good. And he'll ship anywhere in the world. Like, he will literally ship anywhere in the world. I mean, it'll probably, like, if you're in fucking Australia, it will probably cost a lot more than if you're in basic stock. But I don't think there's much else to show you. Like, I've shown you, and if you have any enquiries for Furin Jim, like, he's in the chat right now. But if you want, but say you've got an idea, a very ambitious custom idea, and you want to talk him through it, you can email him at furinarcade@gmail.com, or just message him on, DM him on Twitter. I think his DMs are open. But here's my Furin, that Furin Arcade stick. After that one little mishap with that was not Jim's fault, I think I've got a pretty lovely stick.